Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to another Guild Ball match report. Today I'm playing Jason, who is a newish player, playing his order team into my Navigators. So he's taking Seasoned Brisket, Pride, Seasoned Spigot, Harry the Hat, Vet Fangtooth, and Grace. Meanwhile, I'm coming in with Windfinder, Wander, Azimuth, Ebb, Fathom, and my tech pick for this game is Angel. We're going to give her a shot and see how she does today. So keys to victory, Order's playing a 3-0 game, as you can tell. One is they want to get that first activation goal with Spigot, and two, really try your might to get 2 goals on turn 1. That's super critical, especially against another ball team. To get that early lead and keep it is so good. And then 3, making use of your legendary plays. I'm talking specifically about Brisket and Grace's legendary play, which you can chain to make sure you get that 3rd goal. So super important for Order. But that 2nd goal on turn 1, if you can get that, that is basically a death sentence, and we'll see how that plays out a little bit later in this game. Now for the Navigators, the Azkals, we are playing a 3-goal plan here, which is a little bit interesting. I like to play a 2-2, but 3-0 is what we're playing today with Angel, because we want to score early just like Order wants to, and we want to use Azimuth just to keep everybody under control. His netted dodge is such a great play. We want to take full advantage of that. And 3, now that we've got Angel on the board, let's see what we got. Let's play into that linked activation. It's kind of like the double legendary on the other side. Maybe I can get a 3rd goal off of a linked activation. It's pretty much, and that's why Angel's in this game. It's a great race to have Angel going in against Order like that and just trying to score goals as quickly as possible. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to spend a lot of time in the tank here because this is really goal versus goal. I'm kicking off with Fathom there. You can see her towards the middle of the screen, just kicking there. Spigot is almost directly across from her, and I'm just going to kind of kick it to the middle of the pitch. Probably could have played for a wider kick in this case, but I'm pretty happy with that, where we end up placing that. But this is gonna be a fun one. I know you guys might want to watch Lamplighters or Alchemists or Engineers or something, but I am really loving my Philippine-based Navigators team. So anyways, looks like the kick is gonna go there. Let's go ahead and put up our scorecard as I do the kick, and we'll move right into speeding up the tape. All right, so we're into allocation right now. Jason's gonna put 4 on Seasoned Spigot, as he should. I think he only puts 4 on Seasoned Brisket, and I think that's really what's gonna come back to bite him later in the turn. You really should have 10 influence between the two of them because they really are the priority here. I go in with 4 on Fathom, 4 on Windfinder, a couple on Azimuth, 1 on Wander. I think I have 1 on Angel and a couple on, maybe 1 or 2 on Ebb. Anyways, here's Spigot snapping up the ball. He ended up with the ball light, which you should. And it's a, the standard pass, dodge, pass, or call the ball back, dodge, pass one more time. So that's going to net him, I believe, 2 momentum. And he's just going to walk right into that perfect alley that I left open for him and score a goal immediately. So Order on the board immediately. And it was risky for me to just allow that, but I am going to try to win this race here. Ball scatters over to Angel, which I'm okay with. But again, the only reason why I'm allowing that is because Brisket only has 4 on her. So anyways, I'm going to go in with Windfinder after that. Ball snaps to there. And I'm going to land I'm going to give full speed ahead to Azimuth and land an I Spy knockdown on Spigot there, who retreated back into cover. I'm forgetting, I think there's some more passing going around here. Ball of Light passes over to the Lion. And then we got Harry kind of taking up space there. I'm thinking about going with Ebb and decide not to because he's just so important where he's starting. Instead, I go ahead with Angel, who has 2 on her. And she's just going to pass over to Azimuth, which is the absolute best holder of the ball. I thought, yeah, like I said, if Brisket had 6 on her and Angel had the ball, that could have been his next activation, and that could have been another goal. We measured it out afterwards, and it looks like we could have. But anyways, Angel is going to pass the ball over to Azimuth, dodge him up, and then she's just going to walk towards the middle of the field there, dragging Wander with her, and then she's going to put up Nimble there to keep things nice and safe. Fingers is going to walk up the board there, it looks like. And I can't tell. I mean, this is moving pretty fast, but Grace moved up as well. And I don't think Fingers has gone yet. But there's... Oh, yeah, there's Quickfoot on... Looks like Fangtooth and Brisket, which is great. And so now I go with Azimuth, passes the ball over to Fathom, dodges Fathom over to cover, or not quite cover. Oh, no, yeah, over to cover. And I do my free charge on Spigs. And I start to throw around a little bit of netted dodge because that's what Azimuth does. And I'm going to knock down Harry. And I believe I knocked down somebody else, I forget. Or I pop the... No, I don't think... I think I just knock down Harry and then take a... I think I take another netted or another dodge there just to take up more space. Fingers is going to walk up, it looks like. Stay out of Azimuth. I think I may have popped his Resilient. I think that's what I ended up doing on the second attack. But anyways, he's going to walk up to Wander there. He's still kind of measuring, can he get with his speed? Yeah, so he doesn't need to take any crowd outs. He can walk around Grace there with a 7-inch jog and then just smack the bird, which he does. I think he only lands like damage, which is not great because it's minus tack, but that's okay. And I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get my goal, but instead I go in with Ebb, walk over to Mr. Spigot, who's on the ground, singled out, crowded out. Just do, I think I just do like 3 momentous damage to him. Keep him there. All right, so now it's Brisket's turn, and we try this a couple of different ways. She has a 10-inch sprint, which she could, I was thinking maybe she could call the ball, pass it back, do a charge, but again, she just does not have enough on her to goal here, and that's really the biggest, probably the biggest mistake here was if she had 6 on her. This is actually pretty terrifying because she does have a goal here, but she's gonna, even with 4, she's gonna get awful close. So she's basically gonna jog to there. She's gonna buy, yeah, she's just gonna buy Route 1, and you can see she's just barely more than an inch away from that 8-inch goal threat. And we start to math this out. If she absolutely hit everything, she could do with the essentially a tackle double dodge and then use that last influence to goal. He bonus times it, just going, just dreaming as big as he can dream. This is Jason. He rolls incredibly well. Unfortunately, does not get what he wants. Ends up with a momentous tackle dodge, but not enough dodge to get to the goal. I counter, tackle the ball back, and then I think he just counters and tackles the ball with his last attack. He tackles one more time. Meanwhile, I'm going to slide out here. So this is last activation, the first turn. So Jason spent all his momentum kind of bonus timing, stuff like that. Oh no, he ends up with 1 momentum. I'm going to basically just heroic to dodge 4 all the way out to there where he can't counter me. I'm going to buy an attack, gain a dodge. That's all I really want. Gain a momentous dodge, and then I'm going to charge the lion. He's going to def stance that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my... I would love to have a double dodge here. I only get 1 dodge after all those nice rerolls. But it's enough for me to get within the goal there and shoot a goal, tying us at 4 each. And it's the end of the turn. Jason's going to throw out this way. I have 2 momentum. He has none. But the ball is going to fortuitously land over there where I believe Fangtooth can snatch it. So yeah, Fangtooth has the ball. and we're going to go into the second turn with me on a 2-0 momentum lead, which is what I wanted. I wanted a goal and momentum, the momentum lead going into the next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play my 6 card, knowing that even if he plays a 7, I'm still going to have turn. So I'm going to play the 6 card. I'm going to give Angel +2 speed, and he's going to have poised on my half of the board. So I'm looking at, I believe this is 14 influence, and he's going to end up with 15 influence because of his goal and because of his card. So here's allocation again, and again, I'm seeing, I think Brisket only has like 4 honor or 5 honor, and I'm like, that's really the only thing wrong that happens this game is probably just that, because you're going to see there's some amazing stuff Brisket can do and Spigot can do on low influence, and Spigot only has 2 on him, which is also terrifying. Anyways, so I'm going to go with Windfinder. I'm going to get some momentum off of Spigot on the ground there. Then I'm going to Legendary and just move a bunch of pieces. So you see I dodge out, and I'm going to Legendary and move a bunch of pieces over to Fangtooth to kind of keep him crowded out. I move Angel and Wander into place and Azimuth. I attack Fangtooth, pop the Resilient off. Fangtooth does counter, and he can counter for free, but he only really lands damage. Then I bounce off of him with a tackle, basically triple dodge, which is super nice. And then I bounce off of Grace there. So I'm bouncing off of Grace with what I've got left. And, you know, I could have put full speed ahead on somebody, but I don't feel like messing around. I'm just going to rack up some more momentum, kick my next goal with Windfinder, putting me up 8-4. All right, so ball is going to come back in this way. He's going to throw it in, and I believe it's going to land over to Grace. So Grace has the ball. He's one of the only people standing right now, because Fangtooth got knocked down as well off of that Windfinder activation. So anyways, and he's going to stand up with Fangtooth and just buy Ground Pound, which is super cool, but it's really risky with the ball bouncing off of a knockdown Grace at this point. But Dice really like him, and the ball ends up falling towards my half of the goal there, or the pitch, and you can see I don't have anybody not really who can get that ball effectively. But again, that could have been really poor. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Azimuth and start doing Azimuth things. So I'm gonna knock down. I believe I just I'm gonna walk over to Fangtooth, who he has singled out and he's knocked down, and he doesn't have Resilient. And I'm going to land a double dodge Momentous, snap up the ball, and then I'm going to kick a ball over to Angel, who almost missed, and then I'm going to dodge Angel kind of on the line there, just slightly out of the play, within reach of Grace, but Jason has been buying counters and other things and has not really been able to stand anybody up, which is unfortunate. So again, spending more time in the tank, and now we're looking at Spigot, who is standing currently. I think he ended up clearing Spigot on Fangtooth's activation. And so he's trying to figure out, he only has 2 on Spigot. Again, if he has 4 on Spigot, like this could be really bad here. But what he ends up doing is still pretty cool. He ends up getting, and the dice math on this is so crazy hard, I would have never landed this play, but what he ends up doing is he ends up landing a Momentous, I think it's a dodge off of Ebb there, and then he can heroically call the ball from Ball of Light from Pride. Then he can pass the ball back to Pride, dodge again, get over to Angel in the corner there, and then ball's gone back to Pride. and take the real ball from Angel. You could do this on basically 2 influence, and a number of things have to go right. Obviously, with the damage to the bird, he's only rolling 3 dice, but he gets two 4s off 3 dice. Then he gets a 4 off of the pass he needed from Pride. Then he needed 2 5s off of 4 dice to get the balls gone from Fathom. So you tell me, like, so many things are going well, but at the same time, if he only had the influence to do more, this is a very different game. So really, I think that that's the only thing that I can point to here is influence allocation, just absolutely critical here. It looks like he thinks about dodging Pride out of goalkeeper, which leaves Fathom wide open, which is terrifying. I don't think he ends up not doing that, if I recall. Yeah, we're, like I said, we spent a lot of time in the tank here. He's not really. We're trying to figure out what's the best move here. So because what he ends up doing is he ends up using balls gone to pass the ball of light back to Pride there. Meanwhile, so he ends up with Spigot all the way on that far side there. It looks like, I'm not really sure. Oh, it looks like Ebb is going to go there, and he's going to land Sprung a Leak on Spigs and make it easier for me to deal with him later in the turn. And then I'm not sure his next activation. I think I want to say, we're not. Yeah, I think he goes with Grace. Yeah, he's going with Grace. He gets a dodge out that way. I think she calls the ball of light off of the lion with her legendary, and then passes to Spigot and gets him kind of closer to the center there. Not sure that that's the best move, but anyways, I'm gonna go with Fathom, and I'm gonna strip a tackle off of Spigot. Then I'm gonna basically linked goal with Angel. So that's gonna do it. That linked goal really does come through at the end there. Yeah, Navigators are gonna go up 12-4. Really great game. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.